So, one of the things that I struggle with sometimes is kind of taking my own advice, or maybe a better way of putting it is remembering what works for me. So, it's kind of related to yesterday's video, but I feel like I have to relearn a lot of the things that I know work for me. So, for example, just today I was sitting and reading, and I was not getting into it. And then I realized, well, I'm not very comfortable. There's no ambient music playing, the lighting's not right, all of which are things that I've found help me really get deep into reading. So once I got comfy, I fixed the lighting and I was playing a little background music. It's like this switch flipped and suddenly I was enjoying myself. And I think there's this trap that I fall into, and maybe other people fall into this as well, where I get maybe too confident or too cocky, and I think the things I did were crutches. These things that help me get into, doing something that's challenging. And I try to shake them off and I try to do things the hard way. And personally, I think it's just really stupid. I don't know why would I do something the hard way when it could be easy. And partially, I think this has to do with the prevalence of online, hustle culture. I don't really see it that much anymore since I'm doing immersion mainly, but occasionally I'll come across a video like this, and I used to see them all the time, where it's like hustling or grinding, the ones where some guy's talking about getting up at 4 a.m. He's gonna work out, he's gonna study for 6 hours straight, eat healthy. Like, well, you can eat healthy, but no one wants to eat like bland eggs and chicken and rice for like 20 meals in a row. Anyways, they talk about like their success is related to doing hard things. I think it's kind of bullshit. And I've come to that conclusion after doing immersion, which is like no one can consistently do hard things. I honestly believe that if something is hard and you try to do it consistently, you burn out. I mean, I've burnt out in the past trying to do stuff like that before. I mean, like you could go to the gym, you can have moments where you're lifting something heavy or you're going for a run where those things are challenging, but they're not hard. I mean, those things are going to like feel good and they're going to feel rewarding. What I mean by hard is like you're forcing yourself to do something when your brain is telling you like it doesn't want to do something. So might be able to push past like a little moment of like maybe you feel like you want to give up and you can push past that. But the difference is something hard is like there's a consistent like stop, just don't do this. Like for me, that would be something like getting up at 4 or 5 a.m. to go do a workout. Like if I'm super tired, even when I'm doing the workout or whatever, I'll just be like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And I won't even feel good after. So like forcing yourself to do these things. So like another example is forcing myself to read when I'm not comfortable, etc. So there's things that you can do. You can turn these hard things into just challenging things. Like reading a book in a foreign language is challenging, but reading a book in a foreign language while you're not comfortable, while the lighting's off, is hard. So it seems like maybe a silly example, like it's very obvious that if you're not comfortable, something's gonna be harder to do, but it's like a good example to illustrate how I have to remind myself that these challenging things, they don't have to be hard. Challenging things can feel easy and still be rewarding. Um, the challenge doesn't come from the discomfort, which is kind of sometimes what it seems like these people online are, you know, preaching is like, you got to be uncomfortable. You got to get out of your comfort zone. I think like you could probably uh, just go to the boundaries of your comfort zone. Do something challenging. Just don't do anything hard. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe people disagree with me. Maybe I'm just kind of talking up my ass. You can let me know. And, we can argue about it. I don't know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.